Arasai, let's go to you and then we'll go to Regine.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was a good discussion, and thanks to everybody for their input. It's as Ms. Golbukhari mentioned. The first thing is that they uphold the Islamism ideology, which is against nationalism, because nationalism is national, and Islam is a global religion. And this has been, and there is a history to this in the in our region. Even before the creation of Pakistan, Mughals used to use Islam for suppressing the Pashtun nationalist movements. There is the mentioning of Roshanyan, Pashtun nationalist movement, and also Khushal Khan Khatak kept complaining about how mullahs served the purposes of Mughals to suppress the Pashtun nationalism. King Akbar was someone who created a third religion out of Christianity and Hinduism, but then he also used mullahs with the name of Akhund Darweza and others to suppress the Roshanian movement and to basically use Islam in any way against the. And Khushal Khan Khatak has complained about that. He was a Pashtun poet who was a nationalist who complained constantly has complained about how Mughals wanted to use Islam against. He in one of his verses he says like اطاعت د اول الامر ځکه نه کړم خلیفه د زمانې په زړه کافر دی. Like, I don't obey the rulers because the Khalifa of the time, because in his heart he's a disbeliever. But they kept using it against, and then British used the same tactic against Amanullah Khan when they empowered mullahs against him to overthrow his government, and of course the Pakistani state started to use the same formula and continue with it. So they have not just not been nationalists, but they are against Afghan nationalists. They have in the Afghan context, Pashtun nationalism is Afghan nationalism. Just so you know, the Pashtun nationalism is a term used mostly in Pakistan, but in Afghanistan, it's the Afghan nationalism because it's the Afghan ethnicity also. We have Afghanistan as a nation, but we also have Afghan as an ethnicity at the center of the Afghan national identity. And they have not just been loyal to the Afghan ethnicity. They have started destroying the history of the Afghan nation before Islam. They destroyed Buddha for that purpose. The statues of Buddha and Bamiyan, they changed the calendar, the Afghan calendar, to an Arab one. They are Arabizing the names. Their names are overwhelmingly Arab names. Currently, they have replaced. Locally, we used to settle most of the local disputes with Pashtunwali through Jirga and Marakai and Narkh, but they have started to replace those Pashtunwali courts on local level with the Sharia courts, which is another, like Pashtunwali is a complete code of Pashtuns, and they are erasing it and being against it. They are against Loya Jirga, which was the highest constitutional authority of Afghanistan, but now they are proposing another name, an Arabic name, or something that will be the same, but the name will be Arabic, which again shows, just to be against the history of Afghans and Pashtuns. They do things like that. They have killed the most, they have killed in Afghanistan are Pashtuns, especially the Afghan nationalists. And the formula, I also agree with Ms. Gulbukhari about how America was part of the thing, part of the game, and how they with bringing this formula of minus Ghani. Ghani in this formula was representing the Afghan nationalism, as Amrullah Saleh mentioned this before, 2 weeks before the collapse of the government. He said, Pakistan's main problem in Afghanistan is with the Pashtun nationalists, because, and the Afghan nationalists, of course, because, they see them a threat to their, to Pakistan and Pakistan's interests. And you can also find out through, social media interactions and here in Clubhouse, not not even 2% of Pashtuns, educated Pashtuns, side Taliban. Just like a person who have made it to bachelor's degree is like not even 2% of them will be siding Taliban or supporting Taliban. So they are a complete anti-Afghan phenomena. Their role has been so. They are hired for that purpose, and they continue with their mission of destroying Afghanistan and the national identity. Thank you very much.